back, episode 39 of the walkthrough. Picking up here at, what is that, Rampart, Cider Grace? Yeah, East Capitol Rampart. Moving on in. So this is going to take us probably exactly about 2 episodes for the top, 2 episodes for the bottom, because we do have an underground of the Capitol. Now, we need to go ahead and switch back to these shields. So what happened was, I previously recorded this episode and the microphone was off again. So I just spent my only day off work instead of catching up on episodes, having to play back for a few hours just to redo this episode. I had to go back to my backed up save, which happened to be right when we first got to this area. So I had to redo some Alta stuff and, oh man, get all the way back here. But we're gonna, get this stuff out. I can't believe that happened twice. So it seems like my PlayStation's just like every time I turn it off, it's turning the mic off now. I gotta go in my settings and fix it. Yeah, because it's 2 episodes I record with no sound. One I edited to fix, and now this one I'm just having to redo hours of stuff I've already done. But that's okay. So we're gonna go straight, and what we're trying to do here, y'all, is you're gonna notice there's a main road right here, right down the middle. This episode we're going to try to do everything on this end, and then the next episode will be everything on this end. Our invasion, our boss fights. By the time we leave here, we will have our main recommended weapon for the build, and we'll have all the incantations for our build besides one. So our build's, it's going to be like 95% complete. At a pretty good spot, as this is where the difficulty's been, pick up at. Now, I did this intentionally too, because, using Bloodflame, or Bloodhound's Fang, for a whole playthrough is very viable. We could have done that. So it lasts us this long is great, and then, our weapon will come right when we need it, right before the game steps up. This is nice. Anyway, as soon as you get down the stairs, you're going to see an elevator just ahead of you. We're going to go there, but first we want to finish up this loop here. Now, the Capitol doesn't just have everything for our build. It's got some trophy stuff, legendary ornaments here, right? We got some weapons, legendary ornament, that's your weapons. We got spells to pick up. We have seals. So, if you're doing like a, if you're trying to use like more of a paladin style, it's going to be the gravel seal. So it's going to boost, like lightning incantations. It's going to boost the damage of those, because it's, like a dragon type seal. There's a lot of other really good weapons here for dex builds, you name it, everyone will be taken care of. But yeah, there's a lot of really, really important stuff here. Trophy bosses, a 4th talisman slot, you name it, it's here. So, let's go on and grab this, go on down. As I mentioned, we're going to have to navigate this a very, very specific way. Get her down. We're going to go up, then we'll progress down the main path. So up here is going to be another seabed curse. There are 4 in the game, to my knowledge, off the top of my head. And then there's going to be one more to be, there's going to be extra ones. You need 3. What I'm trying to say is you need 3 for the quest, but there happens to be an extra one in case you missed one somewhere. Now, we got the one from Volcano Manor. So that's going to be your first. Second one is right here. There's one in the Halix tree. And then I'm quite certain there's one in the sewers. I think that's the other spot. Now there's 2 sewers here. There's like the midway sewers and then the underground. The underground is where you have, oh, that's the other thing, secret trophy ending. It's in the underground of the Capitol. So without the Capitol, if you're not following along the walkthrough, missing one of these next 4 episodes is pretty much just gonna fuck you. Really, really important stuff here. It really is. Alright, so now if you were to go this way, that takes us back to where we were, where we originally came from. We're about to get down to the room of death, I like to call it. We have pages with multi-spray crossbows. We have perfumers. Go take care of Flukewood real quick. I tried like doing a gesture on him and see if there's something special about him, but there isn't. Honestly, by the time you walk up to him, he's already swinging on you. He doesn't like pause or, wait for you to try to do anything special for like a quest or anything. He just attacks you. So I think it's just like to show these are normal people. He's sitting there playing his music and hanging out. Alright, so as you get back on in, I like to rush straight to the right and get him. Perfumers are annoying, don't get me wrong. He is deadly. He does that multi-hit with his crossbow and fucking melts your health bar. So he is always going to be a priority. I was going to tell you to come into the left and get the Perfumer, but I thought about it and I was like, well, Perfumer does a lot of damage to the fire, as you see. He is just going to explode your health bar. You know, so because of that, be careful. Alright, and that is the Room of Death. Now that's done. We're going out to the right, and I'm gonna buff up because we have a few of these guys. So it's gonna be just like that legendary summons we got last episode. Kristoff. Pretty much who Kristoff is. You wanna know how he is as a summon? Well, tell me how he is as an enemy. If you feel like he's pretty formidable, he's gonna be a pretty formidable summon. You know, his movesets, his damage, his health, all are, you know, big issue, big problem. There we go. Blood Flame. Gift that keeps on giving. Exactly why we're going for a Blood Flame build, because as that shit just, you know, builds up on enemies, they're just fucked. They're just fucked, you know what I mean? You can have them almost dead, and I know where you'll see that explosion hit. Thanks for finishing the fight for us, pretty much. When's the last time I did a stat check? So 3,500 damage, so we already know we're at our 50 health, 20 mind, 25 endurance. Those are good for the rest of the game. 14 strength for the strength requirement for our main weapon. We had to put 1 point into that. 35 dex, 35 arcane. So looking pretty good about now. We're probably going to go ahead and bring the arcane up to 40, 45, just so we get a good amount of blood loss, and then, you know, pretty much stay in dex for quite a while. Because we want them probably, I mean, if you keep them, their stats even towards the end of the game, it's going to be good. But I would like to at least start off with a good amount of blood loss. You know, we could always get more physical damage with leveling up dex. But as soon as you're happy with the whatever amount of blood loss build up you're going to have, just stay in your physical damage and bring that up. So as we go out here, we're going to go out to the main road. We're going to buff up and take out this Erdtree avatar. And then after that, we're going to go back and go through pretty much all the buildings. And we still have the higher path. I do the lower path first, and there's a reason for that. Because if you do the lower area first, and then go back to the higher path, while you're up top on the roofs, you have the chance to see if you missed anything before you hit it again. So if you do the higher path first, you won't know if you missed anything. So, oh, I thought we'd get one off. There it is. And he's done. Now, get your Lord's Rune. Sitting here at 97,000. We're just going to go on forward here. But right back behind this tree should be a room. Or no, it's a stone. Sorry. Got it mixed up. Smithing 6. I'm going to be getting a somber 6 as well here in a second. Where are we at for level? It's close to 100. 99. A little overkill, but not really. I'm gonna get a start on our next level. So yeah, if we get, thing is, if you stick on just one damage stat for a while, you're gonna notice it's climbing fast. You know, doing 2 and then doing health, mana, endurance while you're doing 2 damage stats. That's why I said let's just get our base stats done, because we would have been at like fucking 45 or more. No, we would probably been at like 50. Well, think if we put 10 more points into health, 5 into mind, 5 endurance, that's 20 more points. So yeah, we've been at 45, 46. However, it's easier to work on 2 stats than it is to work on 5. So those are done for the remainder of the game. If you want to add a little bit more mana here and there, you can, but it's not really a big deal. Just a point here or there, you know, it adds up. Now this door we're running to, that's how you're going to lead out into the Forbidden Lands up to mountaintops of the Giants. Let's show that off with the main road. So we're going to run all the way to this door. and we're going back, and you can see in between the builds, and that's, you know, that's kind of what we're doing, guys. We're just going in between, clearing out the enemies, getting all the loot, make sure we're not missing anything. Head, as always, you know, they have particular benefits. Each one of them does something different. Might be stamina, might be strength, might be health. They all do something. And we, you know, early in the game, we got some from certain drops too. Drop chance items. You gotta remember, more arcane, our item discovery also goes up. It's another reason, you know, for this build. It was because a lot of people rely on blood loss. I've never done blood loss build, but I know newer players are trying to go to that. And I know there's some really hard-hitting incantations, and just, you know, having some faith with some blood losses. I know people, like I said, people are going to choose that anyway. Figure I might as well just do my first bleed build, have some fun, and show you guys some really, really cool stuff of how to properly put together a bleed build, as I know it's extremely popular with newer players. Not to mention, I never did one. But also, it has unforeseen benefits people don't think of. Leveling arcane obviously gives you more blood loss. You're not stuck with, you know, just the blood loss your weapon does. And a lot of people don't understand how that works. And on top of that, arcane also raises your item discovery, so I know that was going to help people get a lot of items along the way as well. So from here, we are doing everything on this left side, but there's a shortcut over here. In fact, there's two. So the first thing we're going to do is go down towards the fountain, go to the left, try and grab this elevator for later. This is going to lead you down in a little courtyard. Like I said, we'll get to this here in a bit, but there's some underground stuff you got to do, so we'll come back to that. And that's pretty much like towards the end of the stuff we're doing for the episode, so we're going to save that. For now, let's go ahead and get our shortcut. We are going to have a crucible night. So it gets some more strength here too. For one, this is going to boost fire damage and physical damage, if you guys remember. So. Thank you. Like I said, these guys seem much more intimidating and much harder, but I find them much easier. Damn. What the fuck? I've never missed that many fucking times. Like, let's be real about it. Let's be fucking real. I don't know what was going on. You guys see me fight these guys a bunch. I'm very comfortable with the timings. There's no way I missed that many in a row. There's just no way. That was kind of a fuck up, but it's not too bad of a run back. So let's go on, head on out to the left again. We still have a rooftop route. Don't worry about that item on top of that cart. We get that from a different way. Yeah, I call bullshit on that. Come on now. I don't hardly miss parries at all, let alone 5 in a row. That's some fucking bullshit. I bet you if you add up the percentage, I probably hit 75% of my parries. Something close to that. Might be a little bit less, but it's definitely close to that. I think it's the shield, the timing's different than the bigger shield. And that's why you want to use this, is because the timing's different. It's supposed to give you a friendlier window, but I guess when you're used to slower shields, it's gonna change your parry time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't miss them that much. It's kind of what my point was. Seems like something's spazzing out about his thrust. Yep, it's okay. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on. Might be my stamina too. You go missing 3 parries in a row, it's gonna drain that stamina, for sure. So you don't realize that, I won't show you, you don't realize parries do actually cost stamina. We get to show something off here. Let's do this. Even though we just beat 2 of these guys at the same damn time, you know, it's obvious I can parry pretty good. So I shouldn't be having this much trouble with them, but we can show this off to help newer players. So, smaller shields in general have better parry windows, meaning it takes less time to get off a parry. So, it's going to have, pretty much give you more frames. If you were to slow down the frames, it'd give you more frames to get that parry off. On top of that, golden parry. You look in front of you, that widespread arc, you can parry from, quite a distance with this. And it also increases your timer. Look how fast your timer is now. So you can hit it extremely late. Like when I did a faith build, which we will be doing, so we actually, just to mention this real quick, we just started a Soulsborne marathon, starting with Dark Souls 1, do Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3. We'll be doing this game again, just a regular playthrough, personal playthrough. When we get here, we'll do a faith build. What I was getting at is when I use my faith build, this goes to faith. This is something I will always do. It's really nice. You notice, you don't even have to be good at parrying. If you have a small shield with golden parry, I swear to God, you don't even really have to be good. Like, look at that. I just had some really costly mistakes there. Oops, early. Now, I like it too. It just feels really smooth when you're getting off parries. Yeah, I can't get that off fast enough on the second. When it goes to that second one, you're already trying to recover from getting hit once, so. Not the shoulder. Oh, I need to stop fucking up. I was trying to practice that thrust parry, but he wouldn't do it. He just kept hitting me with way bigger shit. So. Alright, let's go on up and get a shortcut. Stop fucking around with fucking Crucible Knights. Excuse my language. Stop playing with them. They're actually probably way too dangerous just to play around with like that. To be completely honest, I shouldn't have done it. 50, 85. That's almost another level. Because we're at what? 100. That's the 46. It'd be like 90,000. We need like 10,000. Picked up any other bigger ones? Let's go and grab a level real quick. These things are easy come, easy go. Towards the end of the game, you're going to find a lot more of these bigger ones. And then our rune 10 should do it. Yeah, for sure. Now we're almost cleared out of inventory and runes. I didn't even spend these for like the first half of the damn game. Alright, so now it's time to do the rooftop route. Did we ever finish this quest? I don't remember.
Ready to...
Have you ever thought so?
Well, has the power to help people be reborn.
See, he wants to reborn. He thinks he's ugly. He wants to become human. So he's going to ask us for a larval tear. Now, I like Bach. I've never done it this way, but I do know if you give this larval tear to Bach, he's going to go be reborn, turn into a human, but he's going to die. We can be reborn because we have the Great Rune. Without the Great Rune, larval tears would just get you killed. That's why all the kids are like crippled and messed up because of her, making them reborn and not coming out right. So if you give him the larval tear, he's gonna get killed. So instead, come over here to your inventory, go down to your Proudling page, use the You're Beautiful Proudling page on Bach here.
Beautiful. Bach, the sea ready to me.
I heard a voice.
Did I just hear my mum speak? Thank you. Mum was always the only... And now, my dear Lord, let me hear her voice.
He's asked you if you think he's beautiful too. You tell him that's right. Now you've completed his quest. If you want to do the other shit the other way, you can. It's gonna get him killed, and you won't be able to adjust your garments for free anymore. You'd have to pay the 500 runes, which is nothing. It's not a big deal. But it's like Bach's one of the only people It isn't always trying to kill us later. Most of these NPCs you have quests with, they're always just trying to get you fucking killed. They're always, you know, the snakes to stab you in the back later on. And Bach, Millicent, and there's a few. I mean, even Alexander. Alexander's a great person. He is, but we still have to, you know, fight him, unfortunately. It's more of an honorable thing, but still. So we're going to get down, we're going to jump over that railing here, guys. And you're going to get partially over the stairs about halfway. Drop on down. Now this is all about getting one single item. As soon as you do here, or as soon as you get here, you can go and drop down. Grab that golden room 9, then go back to East Capitol Rampart. This is the only way I know to get everything everything on the rooftops is to actually, you know, make this path twice, unfortunately. So again, I love that run in R2. It sucks you have to be two-handed. That whole spin in is really dope. If you're hitting like a truck too. Never gets old. Alright, so this time, jump over like we did before. Get all the way to the door, then go over the side. Hold your shield up, or just be prepared to turn around and, you know, fight this guy. But that's not the only one. There's going to be multiple of these guys. Multiple imps on the rooftops. Should be. That there's another one that kind of came out of nowhere, but I'm not going to act like I'm upset he did show up. That's for sure. Across the roof. Oh, that was tight. You don't have to go that way. You should jump there and then over, guys. That's what really pay attention here. So from there, you should drop straight down, grab that item on that body, and then jump over here. But it'll be okay. We're gonna get back. There we go, and jump right here. $12 is really close to 10,000 because I think a 13 is 10,000. A 10 is 5, so think about that. 11, 12 might be like 75. I want to say. That sounds about right, 7,500. Because we found one towards the start. So the stone sword key should have really been the last item, but since I over jumped, it's all over there. We should be able to get to it. Jump back. Oh, can we not get to it? Oh, bitch. We'll come back for it. If you guys want it, grab it. It's nothing crazy. Alright, let's roll on down. Same thing, but this way. We're going to go between the buildings again, but past the point where we did before. Before we did to like this alley with the first 3. So that one, and that one. Now we're over here. I just want to show that off so people are like, oh, we already did. No, it's different. If we have to go to the left, deal with the gargoyle and some other shit. Alright, here's the full circle coming out this way. And go to the left past the cart. Alright, so as we go up here, there's going to be multiple enemies. Perfumers, foot soldiers, bigger knights and stuff. Yeah, right here. I'm going for the perfumer first. As always, they buff the other enemies. And it's going to be a bigger guy, too. Take them down the opposite side of the chalice. Get right here, grab this 54, jump over the railing. Then we'll be able to get this item. And then we just circle back around again. Still going to the left. There he is. I still want to get over to the left side. Just kind of looking at other stuff we've done. Now we're going to the right. Like, we're going this way to progress. However, like I said, there's like a big gargoyle and some other stuff down here. Other guys and stuff like that. Alright, typically would like to do is sit to the right, kind of trigger him to start going that way, then run far to the left so we get behind him. Now we can go through and get the loot. Like I said, guys, we did an early run for all these summer stones to get us, plus 10 weapon. Whenever, save the stones, and whenever you get a weapon you want to use for the entirety of the build, you bring that up to plus 10. But you're still naturally just finding 5s and 6s. You even found a 7 naturally. Remember, the underground's optional. You don't have to do that, and a lot of people probably overlook it their first playthrough if they're not actually going through the dialogue and all that stuff, right? So, you're probably only supposed to be at like a plus 5, or probably plus 6 by now. It's just giving you more 5s. So you can bring up other weapons. But, well, Mount Gelmir, you got a 6, but think about that. That's another, like, Rykard, it's not a boss you have to take out. It's an optional boss. So, keep that in mind. If you aren't doing optional content, you're probably at a plus 5. Like, in the only other 6, besides the underground as well, I guess for Dawn there was one there. But, like, the tunnel and Caelid had the other 6, so... Yes, if you're not doing side content, you're not getting upgraded. It rewards you. And I couldn't imagine someone playing this game, especially for the first playthrough, and not actually doing the side content. It's crazy to me. At least some of it. Like, it's wild. I couldn't imagine playing a game like that. I understand not doing every single thing, but, y'all know what I mean. So this is a big group of these guys, y'all. Obviously very dangerous. What I would suggest doing is exactly what I did. You're going up, right? You're just hitting them with the big ass Asher board. And try and take as many with you as you can. Oh, that was dumb. That was dumb, but it's okay. So from here, actually real quick, what we're going to do is we're going to run, you have to jump on this rail, then jump again. Now I'm very comfortable with this game, so I did a run and jump, but you guys probably shouldn't do that. I thought there was an item. The whole reason I did this is because there's supposed to be an item over here. I was taking notes. I swear to God there was an item. Alright, well don't do that, guys. I make mistakes. I'm human. On my notes I put something on this roof I thought, but it's probably a different roof. So don't worry about that step. Alright. It's me being too damn thorough, as usual. Most of the time it benefits us. Sometimes it's overkill, but it's okay. So, try to do 100% walk through. You know what I mean? So. Guys. Back the fuck off. Okay, we're going to jump down that roof, get that item going down. Pay attention to this big bolt. You get the bolt of Grand Stacks on that. You almost see the item kind of shining right there. That's the bolt of Grand Stacks. That is a legendary ornament you do need for your platinum. So we're going to go to this side path. There's going to be a perfumer. Perfumer Trish, as the boss name was. And sword line, bro. Got the curved sword. Bloodhound bang on his feet. Bring it, bro. No damage, gotta love it. Why have we not been staggered, bro? That is fucking wild. We've done nothing but guard counters and charge heavies on bro. Yeah, it's not like we eased up. That's just a glitch. So he's not even that hard to stagger, to be honest with you. So I'm not sure what that was about, but it's all good. I'm just gonna grab that. Gonna grab that. So this is gonna be a dead end. On the other side is actually a smithing 6. And until we get to the Coliseum next episode, we can't do anything about it. Let's just kind of run forward a bit. And we're going to get back to that roof. Well, I guess we should go and take care of... No, we'll go this way. We have to go over there to those steps. There's a bunch of guards with some items. However, this is going to let us go behind the elite enemies, because what happens is if you were to go that way and go around, you'd have to, you know, come down this hallway. And over here is the dude with the great bow, the lightning arrows. Let's see him, he's here though. Very, very damaging. He two-shots you for sure, even at 50 health. But right over there is the guy with the horn. So he'll, you know, alert this guy. It's not good. Oh, there he is. He just blended in. So instead, this guy's not alerted. We literally get to drop on him. Some blood loss going. Whittle him down. Now, that is one of the underground areas, not the main underground area. See, the underground area here is going to lead to a trophy ending. The madness ending. Yeah. Lord of the Frenzied Flame. Probably the rarest trophy in this game besides the platinum. I shit you not. It's gotta be. It's so, you have no idea what hidden is. So you see where this fucking ending is. And it's part of Hyetta's quest, the Grape Lady. She's actually about to come back into play, guys. You know, we ain't seen her since the earning. I told you her quest would pick up way later in the game. This is what I was talking about. Alright, and we'll get that door later. Next episode, we cannot get to it right now. Alright, so we're going to run on down. We've already taken out the dude with the horn to warn the other ones. And there's Trishy. Come here, Patricia. Come here, Patricia. I had no reason to smack her that hard, but I really wanted to. So I did. So I did it. I did it. Alright, we're going to get to the right side. Now we're gonna get down here, but if you look, this drops us way too far. However, since we have to go around and take this jerk out anyways, let's make life a little bit easier on us. Alright, well at least when we see him, he's got less health. Alright, so this is gonna be a shortcut down. We're gonna get another side of grace here, like that's why I wasn't about to tell you guys to go back and rest. In case you guys are wondering, we got 3 heals. Oops, we got 3 heals. But right inside, there's a little church here. I think we might be standing on it. We are, aren't we? Yeah. So, there's a little church here. And that church has a side of grace. Some armor and some other stuff. So he's already dead. If I had mana, he would have been. Can't get you his helm. Guaranteed drop. I'm just going to kind of go around and get everything here. And we'll get back to the underground a different way. We'll be able to get to that lower portion. We'll have to kill everything again anyways. Let's just go ahead and rest. That's Lionel's deathbed dress. Which makes sense, you know. That could have been like his astral projection at the round table hold. Because that's Lionel, who she sent to kill us when she thought we wanted her dead. So maybe this is where she really was. She was with Lionel before, you know, they died and went off. Some shit like that. It was only 20. I should check that. 15,000, so we were 76, 77. Just under 77. So if we can pull 30,000 more, which I don't think we will. Well, there's 10 of it. 15 of it. Like I said, I'm not worried about these. We already cleared all of our bigger ones. We already got them all again. So, we do need 102,000. So we got it. It's just going to take a lot. And there you go. Yeah, you're almost at 40 arcane with having pretty close to 40 decks too, all by the capital, barely past halfway point in the game. Like I said, we're only about 60%. Alright, now we will officially finish clearing the area, which I'm pretty sure we got most of it. If there's even anything left, I'm not sure. Yeah, it's just the underground stuff. Which we're about to go to. There should be 2 places. Yeah, we can either hop down there. It's better just to start it from the start, though. So, if you were to drop down here, we're going to go back to that side of grace. And if you were to go out that way, that leads us like the last little area we need to progress, so I wouldn't worry about it. We just hop back right to that side of Grace, drop in the underground, and we'll be good to go. Why? I don't never remember having to get down here. I think you're supposed to be in that room. Alright guys, yeah, so we're gonna go right first, because going left drops you down. Or we can get a second Urge Steel Dagger. Remember, it has space scaling, but it only does physical damage. No holy, no fire, no elemental. But you can be able to dual wield two of them. And I think it's just an option for, if you're like Pure Faith, to have a melee weapon, still get damage scaling. Even if you're not upgrading strength and dex. Because, let's put it this way, where's our other one? Because we got one from Kenneth Height. Right here. If you look, it actually has faith scaling, but it doesn't do anything with faith at all. Just physical. But since it does have faith scaling, you would get more physical. So if you're doing pure faith build, this gives you a melee option with actual scaling that you could use, even though it doesn't get the typical elemental stuff that comes with faith scaling. So I thought that was pretty cool, because then you don't have to worry about leveling dex or anything else. You just do pure faith, right? So pretty neat. That's for those people doing them one stat builds. We're doing dual stat. I've always done dual stat. Usually, I would say if you only did a single stat, by the time we were even done with the underground, you probably had like 60, 70 levels into your main stat. Maybe even 80, It's like a good stopping point. Then beyond that, just more health, more mana, more endurance. Just think about it. We have 2 stats. Almost to 40. It's 2, so y'all would have at least had probably 70, let's say. Remember, our arcane was like at 7, and we got that's how high we got it. Anyways, we're gonna go down this. This is gonna be your last little area before it drops down. Yeah, they're weak as fuck to fire. So that big ass hand, we did rest though. I wasn't gonna rest, but it's alright. That's how it happened to you, buddy. Alright, so we're going to go ahead for some butterflies. And then the Urge Steel Dagger, Gargoyle, and then we'll be out. Nope, that's how we get up to the other section. Here's our butterflies. Just to check the time, 37 minutes, looking beautiful. We still got some pretty big fights in front of us, one in particular. Now this is like the real underground area, which leads to like the true underground. But that's not for 2 episodes. Now, I only know one way to get to it. One way and one way only. It's very hidden. The reason for that is, like I said, it's where Secret Trophy ending is. Lord of Frenzied Flame, some of the best bleed stuff in the game. I mean, you name it. A lot of good stuff there. Some of the best stuff in the game, actually. But, it's gonna make you work for it, that's for sure. There's a big old gargoyle bro. Take him out. There's a second Urge Steel Dagger. And that one's the same thing. No holy, no lightning, no fire, nothing, but it gets faith skill. So now we're going to go on up. So this is kind of like the beginning section of what we're doing next episode. So we're not going to do much here, but it does loop back around into this underground area we're doing to one item that we can't, really reach. So if you look there, that's in the area we're doing next episode. So while we don't really want to do this, there are some things, or there's one item we can get that we wouldn't be able to get otherwise. So what we want to do is stick to, that's where we came from. We're trying to stick to this part. So if you stick to the right going on down, you will be able to pick up a Somber 6 right over here. Now we gotta get past this. So to do that, just kind of climb up right here. Climb up this mound. It's going to be 3 of those dumpling dudes that grab you and try to eat you. Maybe even 4. Well, there's one in the tunnel. That would be your 4th one, technically. There's also a Thunderbolt Action War. Kind of makes it rain lightning. Right here. Oh, you got me before I get up. Yeah, so you check that out. Thunderbolt, Action War. That's what I said it was. Die, 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 die. Now we can just go around and get all of our items. That's what was on the ledge you couldn't get to. That's where we're going to progress. But I do want to show you guys one thing. So the next episode at some point we'll drop off the side of this and go down into this well. This well leads to the underground. It's the only way I know of to get to it. Like I said, there's a lot of trophy stuff down there. A lot of really good items down there. A lot of hidden secrets and weapons. And finishing up Hyena's quest line. If you don't go down there, we'll not be able to do that. Alright, now drop. You're going to buff up the fire if you can. We have ultra tree spirit to deal with. You know, same fight as always. Some, you know, do different stuff. Like every now and then you run into one that does rot, right? Sometimes, like in the DLC, I can think of 2 that even do poison. Should be like 1 more charge for a critical. 1 or 2. Yeah, that's what I thought. If you play this game long enough, you know how to feel that stuff out. And you know, if you play this game enough, when something should be staggered. That's why I call that shit out, because I'm like, I know, you know, it's supposed to be going down. You're getting critical right now. There you go. Must be out of mana. Yep. Get another golden seed. And as I mentioned at the start of the game, guys, we're going to have more golden seeds than we'll be able to use. That's why I thought it was so stupid to start with that as a gift. When, you know, we ran around at the beginning and started with 7 heals. You know what I'm saying? That's why we don't want to pick that starting gift. Because, like, right now, we only have 1 more upgrade and our flask are full. We still have 6 regions to go to. 6 regions. So, as you can imagine, there's going to be a lot of fucking gold seeds to get, you know? We can go on over here. Or should we just jump to this side of Grace? No. I'm not going to jump to this side of Grace because it is right here. The first thing we're going to do is just kind of cut through there. God damn, bro. Oh, you suck. I want to go up the stairs. Now this is that elevator we would have came from. So right to the start, we got that shortcut. We could have rode that down. If you get to the steps, you just kind of stick to the roofs here, jump across, come over here and get the black bow. Which I heard people say was pretty good. It was featured in other Souls games. I don't know much about it, but I figured I'd mention that. Just in case someone's doing a bow build or wants to do one. So from there, let's just drop over to the graveyard, get this done first. We're going to get a stone sword key. Obviously skeletons and zombies, right? So you guys already see that. Missing 4. He should definitely be the last skeleton. That might be wrong, maybe 1 more, but I'm pretty sure. Oh, bumper triggers, bumper triggers. Bitch. You about made that guy come back to life, you dick. Alright, down this alleyway to the right, should be 1 more thing. Now, as we go up, we're going to get to like the main path here and go straight through. This is going to lead us to kind of, it can be a pain in the ass. This may be a little overkill, but I don't care. There's going to be a bunch of little foot soldiers on the top of this place, and they're all going to be spamming lightning pods. So we are going to run for them. They're up on the top level. So with that cleared out, I'm gonna pop this big in this transfer key. Okay, let's go and check out the time because we're like done with everything we're trying to do. 45 minutes. Alright, well, I don't want to push on anymore for the simple fact that it kind of just all goes smoothly together when you're doing this whole part, you know what I mean? So, I don't really want to push on anymore, so let's go and jump over to Avenue Balcony. Alright, so let's go and rest on up, get ready for the next episode, close on out. I do want to just brief check up on our levels, see where we're stopping with, because we're about to get our weapon and we want our scaling a certain way to get the best out of it. Yeah, okay, so that's what we're 35 there. Now, 35 is the base requirement for dex, so you gotta have 35 for it. And 38 arcane, so that'd be pretty nice. So we'll see what our bleed is on 40. If I feel like it's not, high enough yet, we'll go ahead and bring it up to 50. But we'll probably go 40 here and then 40 here. Probably just keep them evenly, we'll get more blood loss as we go, get more physical damage as we go, and it'll be pretty nice. Ideally, I think it would be nice to get to like 50 arcane, then dex as high as we could take it. But I don't want to focus on arcane so much, and then the physical damage be low. You know what I mean? That stuff's just as important. So, either way, we're going to close out here. Next episode's a big one. We're going to unlock our 4th talisman slot, take out 2 main bosses to get trophies, wrap up the whole top area. Also getting, yes, our main weapon. Oh, and the invasion right here for the Volcano Manor. So after you do this invasion, then, we can jump back, talk to Bernal, send him on his way, and then after we do this one, we'll be done with that as we get to it naturally. But, so new armor set coming. Probably, I wouldn't typically recommend an armor set for a playthrough, but I'm going to because how nice it is and how light it is. It'll keep track of our stamina, where we're not putting, levels in the stamina anymore because we won't need to. We'll have our talisman, we'll have a good armor set that's light and very nice, and then, we can put our stats where it's going to be most beneficial to us. There's also seals in the next episode, a lot of faith weapons and faith seals and spells and all types of just really good stuff. So, you guys stay tuned. We'll be back here next episode to finish up Capital of Lydell and then move on into the Underground.